Damn, Danielle.
Who you a fool?
Back at it again with another video.
Oh Lord, Jetson made another one.
Okay, so I bet y'all wondering why we're starting off like right here at this moment. So I had a whole a lot of footage filmed when I applied my stocking cap, but I honestly do not know where that footage is at. Like, it's gone. So this is where we at. Like, I'm not even about to be looking for it. This is where we at. So this is how I cut my stocking cap off, and the stocking caps that I use is really exactly what they are. They're stocking caps, like the kind that goes on your leg. The individual ones, obviously, not the stuck together one. Anywho, so I feel like these give the best and flawless ball cap method. You know, use what works for you, but I always use this. Other than that red line that's on my forehead, because you know it be tight. This what works for me. I always use this when I'm doing lace installs on my friends and my family members. I use this. You know, they be complaining that it be too tight and whatever, but by the time we get done and that hair get laid, they be happy. Okay, so you know, a little bit of pain for a lot of beauty. Anywho, so I'm using these brand new shears, and these are just dollar shears that you get from the beauty supply store. Nothing special. I replace mine very, very often. I literally have so many of these in my drawer because after using them a couple of times, they're not as sharp as they used to be. You really gotta just keep buying new ones unless you get the really good expensive kind. You know, these little dollar shears gonna be getting replaced real soon. Anywho, so I'm just cutting it, making sure I'm very, very detailed. Y'all see how I'm just making like little small strokes of cuts just so I'm not cutting too much and moving too fast. Like, this is honestly the most tedious part, this and the baby hairs. So y'all ever wonder how people like what they do with that part? This is what I do with mine. I mostly just take it and I tie, and that part that I just push to the back, you can sew that part down, but I don't plan on wearing this wig that long, so I didn't need to, you know, sew mine down, but you can sew that part down, and I take this little part right here and I tie it up. So, but since I didn't sew mine up, I'm just tying the back. So this stuff right here, CoverGirl powder, I don't even know. I had this powder for forever. Like, when I first started doing makeup, I had this powder. I'm not even sure if it's like, it's obviously still my shade because, you know, it's matching, but I wouldn't put this on my face, like all over my face. I don't know, but we gonna see in the future. This one in particular, I just use for hair, so I'm definitely not putting this on my face. So did y'all know that Ebin, what is it called? Is it Ebin or Ebin? I don't know, but they have some extra whole lace glue, and they spray, like they tint spray. You know, they stepping up. They really are stepping up. They trying to be out here with that got to be glue, so they coming out with all types of product. Got to be glue, you know, they don't have no glue or no lint tinting spray or no edge control, but you know, Ebin trying to get the girls to run for that money. Okay, y'all, so let me tell y'all where I fucked up at before we can get there. So y'all see me cutting little splits and the lace, well, yeah, the lace, right? So that I can lay the lace. Why I did not cut the ear tabs, guys. Here I am over here putting on the alcohol, some rubbing alcohol, cleaning up the makeup and anything else I have on my face, because I do produce a lot of oils, and because of this like hair / skin condition I have to have to wipe my face before I lay stuff. And I'm putting the glue. I didn't even cut the ear tabs out. Luckily, it wasn't much to cut, but y'all, I realized that when I put the glue on, right there in that moment, y'all see my face? I was like, damn, well, you know, I already got the glue on here, so the show must go on. So I'm laying this Ebin, I don't even know what, I gotta ask somebody what the name is, but I'm laying this lace glue by them, and this is their glue in the extra hold. They also have the lace spray too, cause y'all remember they have the Ebin lace spray in the yellow and the red can. They have it in the black can. Okay, sorry about that. So they have it in a black can too for like an extra hold. So I'm just taking a popsicle sticks. I buy like a huge box of these from Dollar Tree, and I'm taking it and I'm smearing out the glue. And I kind of do this like 3 times because of the hold that I want, but use how much depending on how much of a hole you want. If you want that thing to last like 1.5 weeks, use a lot of the glue, like use like 4 or 5 layers. But I don't want it to last that long, like long but not long enough, so I'm only gonna use like, I think I used 3 layers for this video. So if y'all want that wig to just stay, like I said, y'all don't want it to be going nowhere. You just gonna blow dry the glue, and I'm using it on a cool setting, and I'm just going back and forth until I just get a tacky feeling. And then I'm just taking my comb and I'm pressing the lace into the glue. But like I said, y'all, I really fucked up because I didn't cut the ear tabs off, so I gotta do that after I press the glue into the wig into the glue. So I'm just doing that, and y'all see that thing is looking nice. But let me tell you what else I fucked up at, y'all. Why I didn't really pluck the lace on this closure, like, I mean this frontal like that. Like, it's barely giving natural. Like, you know, I don't know, no black person that hairline look like this, but you know, he's neither here nor there. So after I cut the lace off, I'm using this eyebrow razor to slowly cut the lace again. Y'all remember how I was cutting my stocking cap? I'm using the same way to cut the lace, and I put too much glue right there in that one spot. Y'all can see it's very, very shiny right there, but it's okay because I found the way to fix it. So we just gonna take our eyebrow razor and we're going to carefully cut the lace. I'm cutting a little bit of the baby hairs off, but it's full because we're gonna make new ones. So after I cut the lace off, I'm just taking some more of the glue and I'm just putting it in the spots that's lifting up. I'd rather put a little bit of glue and then go back in and add more glue versus putting a lot of glue and then you see where I had that one shiny spot because I put a lot of glue right there. Yeah, you don't want that. So basically, you just gonna repeat the same steps all over and over again, the same way. The glue that's you put the glue in the parts that's like not getting the glue. You're gonna cut the lace with the eyebrow razor. You know how to do this part. This part is just, you know, pretty much self-explanatory. So adding the glue, putting the glue on. Then, like I told y'all, I forgot to pluck it, so now I'm plucking it while it's on my head, and don't do that, okay? Because that was harder than it looked, because the lace was like lifting up from the glue because the glue wasn't properly dried. So now I'm taking that same color that I had took before to lay down my lace, and I'm just adding that onto the hairline to kind of make it blend. But this is what I meant when I said this is not really my color, because it's doing some, but it ain't doing nothing. Like, yeah, but I still did it anyway. So look at me. Okay, so basically the same way, you just gonna take your blow dryer using your comb to press the lace into the glue, into, you know, it's semi-dry because, you know, we gotta still add that band to it. That band just gonna make sure it's just on there for good, to be stuck. That's the most important part, honestly, is the band. I keep saying every part is the most important part, but the band really is the most important part. Now we just taking out the baby hairs that's going to be cut, but I usually don't cut my baby hairs until after I put the band on, because that band just gives it, again, that super hold. So I'm just combing out the pieces of the hair that's going to be my baby hairs. So now we just taking our band. This band, I got it from Walmart, honey. Any band, any elastic band would do. Mine's this white little dirty band, but you know, it gets the job done. So look, let me tell you what happened. I feel like I said this a lot. I put my part on this side of my head, but I realized this is not my part side, if that makes any sense. Everybody has a part side, and this was not mine. So after I took the band off, and then I was still like taking my hot comb and my wet stick, and I was just like making sure the part was detailed. I was just like, this is not my size. So I still was continuing to do it because I was trying to make it grow, but it wasn't working. It wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. So after I cut my baby hairs, and I'm using this razor, I think this razor wasn't that good because look how I'm struggling with it to cut this baby hair. Okay, so y'all see me, I'm like, nah, this is not my side. So then I moved to the other side, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is my side. This right here is my part side. So I just move the part to the other side of the head, take the wet stick, put the wet stick on there, and then take the hot comb, and then boom, like, you know, move the part to the other side of the head. It's really just that simple. When you got a flawless install, it's really just that simple. So now it's time to do my baby hairs, and I'm just taking some mousse. I cannot remember what type of mousse this is, but I'm just taking some mousse, putting it on the baby hairs. What I wanted to do was do the small curling iron method with the baby hairs, but mine was honestly, I didn't plug it up, so I didn't feel like doing it. So I just did it this way, which still it came out the exact same, honestly, if you want to be honest. So I'm just adding more, and I'm using the comb side of this edge brush to give the look I want. And then I had to go in with my shears to cut off excess hair. That's how baby hairs work. Like, you'll start forming it on where you want it to go, and then obviously you'll have to use your shears your shears or scissors, or however you like to pronounce it, and cut off excess hair when you realize it's not giving the look that you want. So that's pretty much what I was doing after I formed where I want my baby hairs to go. You can see this part right here, I just thought it was like too long for my liking, just a little bit too long. But after I cut it, I'm like, okay, it's giving, you know, it's giving. So I'm gonna take this heat protector right here, and guys, this is the best heat protector out there. Like, this heat protector is bomb. And again, I'm taking my hot comb, and I'm just combing through just to get it flat at the top before I throw these curls in. And I had to cut it because, you know, when they send you hair and the hair be like 18 inches, whatever, I don't like the little strangly ends on it. I usually, every time I get hair and it's like 18 inches, I always just cut it a straight cut across, so to give it that blunt cut look. And I'm taking my barrel curling iron. I talked about this in my Amazon's favorite video, but I will link it down below again. And it comes with exchangeable pieces on it, so they have different types of curling tools that attach to this one. And I'm just curling my hair because I was going for a more loose curl type look. Like, it's not beach waves. I don't even know what to call these curls. I'm sure it's a name for it, but I don't know. So I'm just curling my hair because I was going for like the more loose hair look.